This is one of the most popular PvP servers in Minecraft. It's where all the pro YouTubers come to practice their skills, including me. Yes, I'm a pro. Okay, maybe not. I managed to catch Dream on the server. Dream is probably the biggest Minecraft YouTuber. He literally almost broke the server because of how many people were crowding him. And I was jealous. I wanted to know what it felt like to be popular. If only I could buy another account, name it Dream, make people think I'm the real Dream. Not only would I finally find out what it feels like, I could say whatever I want. Like, I'd be like the supervillain in Minecraft. But obviously, you can't do that because Mojang doesn't allow duplicate accounts. But it did have me thinking, how can I trick the server into thinking I'm Dream? First, I tried changing my name tag to make it look like it says Dream, hoping people don't realize, but they were already taken. Nah, how is Dream 231244 taken? 43 and 45? I refuse to believe there's over 200,000 Dream accounts. I thought that was the end of the road for me, but then something completely unexpected happened. You see, the way the server works is you can send people duels. If they accept, you get sent to a private arena and beat each other to death. So when I was spectating Dream fight, which you can do that by the way, the blobs are the other spectators, I realized not everyone was being nice to him. Some of the best PvPers in all of Minecraft play here. I'm talking playing 12 hours a day, no showers, Cheeto dust covered keyboard type tryhard. And I guess they don't like it when people call Dream good at Minecraft. So they weren't being nice to Dream at all. So what did Dream do? Did he stand up to the bully? Did he fight back? Did he prove everyone wrong? You know what he did? He left. He left the server. Now, I don't think he rage quit. I think people were just being annoying and he left. But here's where things start to get interesting. A couple of days later when I was playing on the server, some random person tells me that Dream was on the server playing under a secret account called Dream SMP. Huh, that's suspicious because this could very well just be a random person. So I decided to spectate him. And that's when I found that not only did this person fight exactly like Dream, this person was good enough to beat some of the best players on the server. Not everyone can do that. On top of that, Dream's actual second account is called Dream XD. So it kind of makes sense for Dream XD to be his alt. But if Dream wanted to play in secret, why would he have Dream in his name? It just didn't add up to me. But here's the thing. No one else was thinking that. The rest of the server had completely fell for it. Everyone thought Dream XD was Dream. Now, you're probably wondering why this all matters. So let me explain. You see, in that moment, I realized that since the Minecraft font was made out of square pixels, you can't have a perfect circle, so letters like O are really blocky, and it kind of looks like the letter D. You may be thinking I'm delusional, but all you have to do is add 2 squares and the O turns into a D. Literally, the difference between those 2 letters are 2 squares. That being said, I bought a new account, and instead of naming it XD, I named it XO. Okay, from close you can kind of tell the difference, but like from far and at first glance, people will fall for this. And I'm not wrong. Look, the only difference between these two is literally 2 pixels. The plan was to wait for Dream to get off and log on with my fake account, and if I did that fast enough, no one would notice he got off and they would think I'm Dream, and finally I would succeed. So I waited for the right moment, and when the time came, oh, he left. He's off. Whatever, go, we gotta go. Okay. I don't like how that guy immediately started checking me out.
Wait a minute.
Immediately, people had started noticing. He said, huh? And within 10 seconds, I started to get invites. And I accepted. But there was a problem. I don't know how to impersonate Dream's fighting style. I'm not even good at PvP for that matter. And now I have to convince everyone watching, including the person I'm fighting, that I'm just as good as Dream. Oh my god, it's the same guy. It's the same guy. Dream was beating some of the best players there. So if I lose to a random person, it's gonna be obvious I'm fake. People are actually believing me. He said Dream came back. I was laughing so much at the fact my plan was working that I didn't realize what was at stake here. Because as I got beat up, all I did was laugh. People are actually believing me. I'm playing so trash. Like I wasn't taking this serious, and in the best of 3, I lost the first round. I'm like the fuck you. Can you imagine? After me dying, it was obvious I wasn't Dream. The person who asked if Dream came back had replied, "You're not Dream, LMAO." But with another round to go, I still had a chance. So I finally shut my mouth and focused. But with no prevail, I lost. And my cover was blown. I couldn't fight like Dream. I couldn't fight at all. The truth was, I just sucked. Luckily, the entire server wasn't watching me since it's only been like 2 minutes, but as I kept losing, the news spread and it was impossible for me to build attraction. It's a fake. You're fake. We all know it. Dream is shit. Damn, am I that bad? Skin and name wasn't enough. If I wanted to convince people I'm Dream, I needed to fight just as good as him, meaning I needed to train. And what better way to learn how to fight than from the person who taught Dream themselves? You see, I came across a clip of Dream talking about the person who coached him for his Technoblade fight.
Was one of the reasons I was able to get so good at 1.16 PvP. Taught me a lot of stuff because...
And first of all, I know that happened like so long ago, but this entire video was recorded like a year ago. So I reached out to him and asked if he could coach me for even as little as 10 minutes, and he accepted. And so as I scheduled my training session, I rolled back the footage I had of Dream fighting and began to study. We started dissecting every part of Dream's fighting strategy. Waits for them to hit, right? And if he doesn't hit, then he goes for the backstab. But now when I rewatched the footage, I was able to see it clearly in his fights. So, to put it simple, here's my 5-step Dream strategy fighting guide, simplified. Step 1, you want to hold your shield and hold it no matter what. Step 2, you want to be spam clicking the entire time, and regardless of who makes the first move, your goal should be to break your opponent's shield. If I was to play like Dream right now, so if I was Dream, I'd go up, break the shield, hit. Okay. Step 3, if your shield's still intact, you full charge him and crit him out. However, if it's broken, you want to shoot him with your crossbow and then run. Step 4, you want to keep running until your shield recharges, and meanwhile, you want to reload your crossbow. And during the step, if your opponent decides to shoot you with their bow, Dream has this really cool trick to dodge him. And I made sure to practice this. Bro, playing like Dream is low-key hella weird, I'm not gonna lie. Step 5, repeat the cycle and improvise where necessary. And that's it. In every fight, Dream had done this, and now I was practicing it to replicate it to perfection, until finally I was ready. At this point, I realized I wasn't doing this just so I can get a feel of Dream's popularity. It was more so now that I was doing this so I can actually be good at fighting. And maybe I just wanted people to think I'm Dream because then it would mean I was just as good as him. I guess all I wanted was at least one person to tell me I was good at fighting, and I would consider this a success. And now that I had trained, I was ready to log back onto the server with a secret trick up my sleeve. You see, on this server, I have YouTube rank and access to a special command called Shout, which makes my message be seen by everyone on the entire server. So with no hesitation, I joined the server and I used my Shout command to tell everyone Dream was on. Dude, I just got on and these two people are already on me, bro. What? It's been a couple of days since Dream was last on, so sure, this is cool, but it's only 2 people. If I wanted to get the server's attention, I needed to show them how good I was. The more people I beat, the bigger the crowd gets. And it wasn't long before I got my first challenge. I fought Dream, and if you're his all, I kinda want a rematch. Basically saying that, hey, I fought the real Dream, so I'll know if you're real or not. So I said, bring it on. I didn't actually say that, by the way. That was supposed to be like kind of like I gotta play like Dream. I gotta play such like Dream that it's impeccable. I'm going try hard. Let's go, bro. It worked. The tactic you told me worked. Come on, dodge it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Dodge it. Let's go. Okay. Oh, that was sick. Let's go. For real? Question mark. I'm gonna show you. You can judge off my no fake, no fakai, no fakai, no fakai. 1.5 heart. Oh my god. What is he doing? Let's go. Oh my god. All that training had actually worked. And after winning like 10 rounds, for the first time I was feeling confident in fighting. But about the plan, however, can I be honest? It wasn't really working. The hype died down, and a lot of the people I did manage to trick had actually hated Dream, so I was just getting bullied the entire time. I guess I just took too long and people didn't have a reason to believe I was Dream anymore. So with no choice left, I decided that I had to call it quits, and I logged off the server. About a week later, I joined the server on my main account so I could normally play. But as I logged on, I noticed an unusual amount of players on. Probably the most I've ever seen on the server. What was so special about today? And then it hit me. Could it be? It seemed everyone was crowding the same thing, so I made my way in to see what it was, and I couldn't believe it. It was Dream. He was back on the server, this time with his main account, and he had the entire server watching him fight. And I mean so many people. I couldn't believe it. I was given another chance. With all the commotion from fans and toxicity from people who hated Dream, all I had to do was wait till Dream gets off, then get on with my fake account, and people would just think Dream got tired of the attention and went on a secret account. So when the time came, oh, he just said he's about to leave. You know how this goes. I joined. Alright, first things first, I gotta use that shout command, you know? The past 2 times I did this, I needed to build attention from scratch. But since everyone was already on for Dream, they all came to me. And finally, after watching Dream getting crowded by the server, it was my turn. Oh my god, it's working. It's working. I couldn't believe it. It worked. As I joined my first fight, so did tons of people to watch me. Like, there were so many people. If it really is you, thank you for your content over the last 1.5 years. Aww, shut up. The amount of attention I was getting was awesome, and I couldn't wait to see their reactions when I tell them I was fake. However, with that last comment, I kinda came to a realization. I noticed that as Dream, I was also getting a lot of hate. And usually I would just say, oh, ignore it. But I noticed that throughout this whole journey, I've witnessed Dream get constantly slandered. And now with all the eyes on me, I started to feel a lot of pressure. This was no longer fun. And honestly, I was ready to just reveal myself already. But before I do, I want to say something. I think we forget how much hate goes to these creators, even if it seems like they get a lot of love too. But what really hit me was that a year later, as I edit this video, the only other time I've seen the server get together like they did with Dream was the day Techno passed. And that day really taught me something. You don't know when someone's last upload will be, you know, or last time you see them. Like, same goes with friends and stuff, but that's a whole nother topic. I guess the point is, I realized YouTube's a big part of my life. Like, I don't watch TV, I only watch YouTube. And so seeing creators get this much hate was kind of off-putting. But I don't know, maybe I'm just the only one. But in the description, I'll leave a list of all my favorite YouTubers. And if you want to do the same, go ahead in the comments. But with that being said, it was finally time to reveal myself to the server. And tell everyone I was fake. Instead of this isn't Dream, we all look like idiots. Alright, I'm gonna go on my main account then. I'm gonna be honest, I felt like John Quinones the way I was like, hey guys, you guys fight in Dream, huh? Okay, what the hell? And even a year from now, I look back and cringe at the way I revealed myself. You think I'd give some epic speech? No, all I wrote was, get pranked. And it's hard to express the reactions since it's just through text, but I can infer that it was all laughter with comments like, oh my god, you got me so good. I'm not mad, not gonna lie. It was a good prank, yeah. But out of everyone's reactions, there was one that stuck out to me, and it was my favorite out of all of them. Jesus Christ, Saw is good at PvP. Damn straight! Let's go!